Hi, I'm Kelly Estes Jones, and I'm coming to you with some updates from Early Childhood Services. First of all, just a reminder about Rider 78 as it pertains to HighQuality Pre-Kindergarten. Please remember that this Rider 78 pulls forward the HighQuality Pre-Kindergarten requirements out of the previous legislative session and makes them applicable for all LEAs that have state-funded pre-kindergarten for 4-year-old students. Please remember that Rider 78 does apply to all districts and charters with state-funded pre-kindergarten, and you must use at least 15% of your formula funding entitlements to make sure that the provisions of high-quality pre-kindergarten are in place for your young learners. Please note there is a new Rider 78 FAQ that was posted the 1st of October, and you can find this on the Texas Education Agency webpage under High Quality Pre-Kindergarten. You can Google that and you will find that reference. Make sure that you keep in mind that Rider 78 will mention grant at times or grant funding, but please remember that there are no new funds attached to Rider 78. You must use 15% of your ADA funding for your pre-K eligible 4-year-olds to ensure that you are meeting the high quality pre-kindergarten requirements. As we noted, there is that new FAQ. It does outline the provisions and what you must spend the money on. We're going to take just a very quick glance at the FAQ to familiarize you with the information. First of all, the very first question, it does answer the question about additional funding. There is no additional funding attached to Rider 78. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit and show you some additional information. Toward the bottom of the FAQ, the original part, there are some links that go into detail about the provision and give you some references that you can go to for support. Just past those links, you will see the new date, October 4th, 2017. This is where the new information in the FAQ is contained. It starts at question 15 and forward. Something that is of a special interest to everyone and has been a very hot topic and a frequently asked question is, what can the money be spent on? What can we use in relation to that 15% spending? And this chart outlines what you can use the 15% for in your funding. So just be aware that this is a great resource for you to utilize in relation to high quality pre-kindergarten and what you can use in relation to your spending for your 15%. Once again, just want to reiterate what those high quality pre-kindergarten requirements include. You must have a curriculum aligned with the Texas Pre-Kindergarten Guidelines. There is increased pre-kindergarten teacher training and qualifications. All pre-kindergarten teachers must be certified in early childhood and meet an additional qualification. Student progress monitoring must be implemented and must be reported to the state for beginning of year and end of year. A program evaluation must be conducted, and there must be a family engagement plan posted on the website for your pre-kindergarten. And again, there's no new funding attached to Rider 78. The expectation is that 15% of the foundation school program funding that is generated by 4-year-old eligible pre-K students generated by your ADA, that is what where your funding comes from, and 15% of that funding for your pre-K eligible students must be used to ensure that these provisions are implemented. Here are some more examples of the 15% allowable expenses or expenditures. And I know that might be a little bit difficult to read. However, on that new FAQ, it is outlined for you as well. Just want to remind you of our early childhood services and pre-kindergarten cooperative. We do have services available for you, professional development opportunities and technical assistance and support with all of the Rider 78 requirements. We also do have some customized services such as classroom makeovers, instructional coaching, program evaluations, and many other opportunities for you. So if you would like to talk to us about how we can support you and your high quality pre-kindergarten and make sure that you are in adherence with Rider 78, please let us know. We're happy to help. We do have something new for our early childhood teachers. We have a new eCast series, which is Early Childhood After School Teacher Talk. This is a session that is specifically designed for your early childhood teachers to help them grow their professional learning network. And it looks at high quality pre-kindergarten or high quality early childhood through the early childhood teacher's eyes. And so we've scheduled these after school so that hopefully as many of your early childhood teachers as possible can attend. The next one is scheduled for November 29th from 3:15 to 4, and we will be sending out more information regarding that session as the time draws closer. Also, this is a reminder about the HighQuality PreK grant funds that came out of the 84th legislative session. Due to Hurricane Harvey, the spending timeline for those grant funds was extended. That grant funding out of the previous legislative session should have all been finished by now. By August 31st of 2017, all of those funds should have been expended, but due to Hurricane Harvey, they did extend those deadlines to December 31st of 2017 instead of August 31st. So you still have a little bit of time if you did receive grant funding, and you still need to make sure those funds are expended. If you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to give us a call. And also TEA is sending out reminders to those that still have funding left over that needs to be spent. We do have some learning opportunities coming up in the near future, so we've just highlighted some of these for you. Of particular interest, you'll note there's one on challenging behavior. We're continuing our series for paraprofessionals and many other opportunities. We do have an Ed Camp coming up on a Saturday in December, which is a great learning opportunity. And then we do have a legal day coming up, Early Childhood Legal Day, as well at the end of November. And you can always check our Early Childhood Services webpage for additional information. Also, we are updating our contact list, so we do have a new contact list linked to our website. So if you haven't had the opportunity to complete that information, make sure that you take the opportunity to do that so that you will continue to receive early childhood updates if you are interested in that. And again, please feel free to contact any members of our team for any questions that you have related to your early childhood needs. And for your reference, here are the members of our early childhood team with our direct telephone numbers and our email addresses for your reference. So thank you very much. We look forward to talking with you soon and helping to ensure that high quality pre-kindergarten is in place in your LEA.